Let me say first, Sean, that it's kind of cool having a president again. Let me try to put all this in context for you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a major shakeup in Washington. President Trump and Elon Musk are cutting through government waste. And Senator John Kennedy, he's here for it. Billions wasted on absurd projects. Where is all this money going? Let's get into it.
All right, President Trump is working to save you, the American taxpayer, a lot of money and cut government waste, fraud, abuse. Today, Elon Musk, he announced that he and President Trump are moving to dismantle U.S. aid, which costs tens of billions of dollars, taxpayer dollars every year, and has been a hotbed of corruption, fraud allegations, the advancement of all things radical left for decades. So how do they spend your tax dollars? You should be interested. Look at this tweet from Missouri Senator Eric Schmidt. They spent a whopping $20 million on a Sesame Street show in Iraq, $56 million to boost Egypt and Tunisia's tourism, $40 million to build schools in Jordan, $11 million to tell Vietnam to stop burning trash. That's only the tip of the iceberg. They also spent your money to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, produce a DEI musical in Ireland, a transgender opera in Colombia, a transgender comic book. I can't even tell you this and not laugh. And the list goes on and on. Meanwhile, Louisiana Senator, our friend John Kennedy, is also working to save your money. He introduced a new bipartisan bill last week to end all government payments to deceased Americans. That'd be a good idea. Here now, Senator Kennedy, Louisiana. Congratulations, Super Bowl. All eyes on New Orleans and your great state, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sean.
So here's the deal. The U.S. government has been throwing your tax dollars at ridiculous projects. $20 million for a show in Iraq, $56 million to boost tourism in Egypt and Tunisia, $40 million to build schools in Jordan, $11 million to tell Vietnam to stop burning trash. And that's just the beginning. It gets worse. Brace yourself, it's about to get bizarre. The government has spent your money on a DEI musical in Ireland, a transgender opera in Colombia, a transgender comic book. Yes, really. You can't make this stuff up. This is why Elon Musk and Trump are stepping in.
Let me say first, Sean, that it's kind of cool having a president again. Let me try to put all this in context for you. I like omelets. I mean, I really like omelets. I could eat an omelet at every meal. I like omelets better than sex. Not really, but you get the point. I like omelets. You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. Now, President Trump ran for office saying, I'm going to review every single penny in the federal budget. Now, how are you going to review the spending in the federal budget without reviewing the spending? And that's what Mr. Musk is doing. Now, many of my Democratic colleagues and some of the tofu-eating wokarati at the USAID are screaming like they're part of a prison riot because they don't want us reviewing the spending. But that's all Mr. Musk is doing, and he's finding some pretty interesting stuff. To my friends who are upset, I would say with respect, call somebody who cares. They better get used to this. It's USAID today. It's going to be Department of Education tomorrow. And really, here's what's going on. For 4 years under President Biden, the people in charge ask one simple question. Who needs to pay more in taxes? Who needs to pay more in taxes? Well, that's not the question that the Republicans and President Trump are going to ask. Our question is, what the hell happened to the money? And that's all that's going on.
Senator Kennedy didn't hold back. He said it's time to go through every dollar in the federal budget and ask, what the hell happened to the money? The bureaucrats at USAID and the left-wing establishment are losing their minds. They're calling it an insurrection, all because someone dares to check the receipts. Senator Kennedy put it best, my Democratic colleagues are screaming like they're part of a prison riot. But guess what? They're getting it anyway.
$520 million for consultant-driven ESG investments in Africa, $45 million to DEI scholarships in Burma. Why are your Democratic colleagues seemingly more freaked out about cutting U.S. aid? This is our money. Do you know how much $1 million is? 520? I mean, we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars over the years on this madness. What are they thinking? We have $40 trillion in debt.
If you notice, my Democratic colleagues and the USAID officials, they're not defending the spending. All they're talking about is process. Oh, it's an insurrection, and Elon Musk doesn't have the authority. Well, sure he has the authority. The president gave it to him. And all he's doing is looking at the spending, just what the president said he was going to appoint Musk to do. Here's what I hope Rubio and Musk do. I would put together all this absurd spending into a booklet. I'd call a press conference, and in front of God and country and the corporate media and the USAID folks and my Democratic colleagues, I'd go over it, item by item by item, every bit of it. The DEI comic books, the transgender operas, the funding of gain-of-function research. I'd go over every bit of it and say, now, do you want to defend this? And they won't. They can't.
They really can't.
So, what's next? Kennedy's idea. Put the spending into a booklet, hold a press conference, and go through it line by line. The DEI comic books? Check. The transgender opera? Check. The millions funneled into foreign nonsense? Check. When the media sees the waste, what will they say? Nothing. They can't defend it. This is just the beginning. USAID is on the chopping block. The Department of Education might be next. Stay tuned. This administration is just getting started. If you're tired of seeing your tax dollars wasted, smash that like button and comment your thoughts on this spending. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more breakdowns. We're just getting started.
Let me shift gears a little bit and ask you about Kash Patel and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Tulsi Gabbard picked up support from Senator Susan Collins today. Do you believe, after speaking with your colleagues, that Republicans will hold the line and give the president the cabinet he's requested?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I haven't done what we call a whip count and talked to every particular senator, but we're together every day and you kind of get a feel for things. And I think in only 4 or 5 instances have presidents of a particular party not had senators of the same party support his nominees, and I don't think that's going to change this time. I'm not sure. I mean, if there were one person I would say is sort of on the bubble, and I don't want to overstate this, it's Ms. Gabbard. But I saw today where Senator Collins is going to support her, and that will probably be enough. That's my best guess at this point. I don't tell my colleagues how to vote, Sean. I tell them to follow their heart, but take their brain with them.
Now, you don't want to revise and extend those remarks, do you, about your omelet?
No, it's not. No. Omelets aren't better than sex, but you get the point. I like omelets, man. Did I mention that I like omelets?
Apparently. All right, we appreciate you being with us, Senator Kennedy. I'm sure you're going to the Super Bowl, by the way? You have any predictions?
I am.
Any prediction?
Nope. I don't even know who I'm going to pull for. I'm still upset over the Luka trade to the LA Lakers.
You wanted the Saints in there, I know. All right. We appreciate you, Senator. Thank you.
All right, that's all for today. Huge thanks to Senator Kennedy for keeping it real. And kudos to Trump and Musk for pulling back the curtain. Let's see how this plays out. Until next time, stay informed and stay subscribed.